Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Cranky Gun Reviews. This time I went out to the range and I tried doing the Mozambique drill. The one challenge that I had was that I forgot the Mozambique drill is 2 in the center of mass and 1 in the upper region of the target. And instead of doing 2 in the center and 1 in the upper region, I did 3 in the center and 2 in the upper region. So it's a little bit of a modified Mozambique drill, but let's jump into it.
All right, this is going to be the Mozambique drill with the SD9 2.0 9mm. I think I have some 115 grain round nose in here, Federal Champion. So from the low ready.
So as you can tell, pretty much right away, I realized that I was doing something wrong. First, I thought that I was supposed to put 3 in the center of the torso and 1 at the top of the torso. But, you know, I just forgot. I should have done a little bit of research before I went out to the range and did this. But overall, I don't think I did too bad on my first couple of groups. After I shot through 2 magazines, then I switched over to unholstering the gun, firing, and then reholstering it, which was definitely a little bit more challenging.
Not the best, not the worst, but
You can tell by this point I was starting to get quite a bit more comfortable doing this, and my group size was starting to shrink down, and I was getting closer to the target, or closer to the center of the target, I should say, and overall it just started feeling a little bit more natural.
all right, I'm going to do take 2 on the Mozambique drill. This time around, I'm going to try unholstering it and then doing it. I think I really need to work on my unholstering skills. Not the best. I mean, the targets aren't bad. I only had a couple out of the center and 2 high on the head, I think, but overall I'm just a little bit slow in my unholstering because my cover jacket is a little bit tight on my my waist here.
So again, you can see by this point I started getting quite a bit more comfortable. The group sizes were shrinking down. I was holstering it, unholstering it, shooting, and then reholstering it. And, you know, towards the end I started getting pretty good at this. It's a little bit unnatural, and as I said in the video, my coat was actually getting stuck on the unholster. But practice does make perfect, or at least it makes you better, and that's what I need to do. That's why I'm out at the range.
I have a 10 round magazine. Let me do this again.
Once again, by this point, you can see that I started rushing and I started shooting above the target on both the torso and in the top of the target. But again, this is what practice is for. So even though that wasn't really the correct Mozambique drill, I still think for the first time actually trying something like this where I'm doing unholstering fire, shooting at the target and reholstering very carefully, obviously, I didn't do too bad for my first time. So this was with the Smith & Wesson SD9 2.0. And again, I think for my first try, it wasn't too bad, but you can definitely tell if you speed up your shooting, your accuracy gets much worse. So always make sure that when you're doing this practicing, you're super careful when you're holstering and unholstering your weapon. Also make sure that you slow down and you can shoot accurately enough to hit your target. Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting your time. So thanks for watching another edition of Cranky Gun Reviews. God bless America. Support your 2A rights. Get out there and shoot. And you remember, if someone asks you to give up some of your freedom for the greater good, remind them that freedom is the greater good.